Hi children, how are you all? Today we are going to discuss chapter 15 Means of Transport. Children, I already informed chapter 11 and chapter 15 is a omitted, but still we have a time. I have to complete the lesson. Okay, children, you travel to school. Your father goes to office. Sometimes your family travels to a city in the neighboring state to attend a relative's marriage. Being a social animal, man needs to travel either to fulfill his needs or to meet social obligation. All his traveling involves using one mode of transport or the other. So, children, carrying people or goods from one place to another place is called transport. Carrying people or goods from one place to another place is called transport. The act of transport is transportation. The act of transport is we can call transportation. Yes, you may be using cycle rickshaw or school bus to reach school. Your father may be going to office in the office bus or on his bike or car. To attend a marriage function, your family may go to the neighboring city by a car or a train. Unlike the early man who used to travel only on foot, nowadays there are several modes of transport available to us. If we have to travel by road from one place to another, we can choose from bicycles, cars, buses, etc. Depending on the distance to be covered, time and money. We can also take a train to travel from one place to another. If we have to travel on water, we can go by boats or ships. We can travel by air in aeroplanes and helicopter. So, the four modes of travel available to us, there are roadways, railways, waterways and airways. So, children, we have four modes of travel. What are these? Roadways, railways, waterways and airways. Discuss land transport. The land transport we have to divide two types. One is a roadways and another one is the railways. So children, the people in India use various means of transport to travel on land. These include tanka, bullock cart, bicycle, car, bus, truck, bike, local or express trains, etc. The land transport moves either on India's huge network of national or state highways or on the railway network. Let's learn more about the highways and railways. First, we can see the roadways. Yes, India has a large network of roads. The state capitals and important cities are connected to each other by national highways. So children, the Indian landmass
mostly consists of plains on which it is easy to build roads and railways. Therefore, India has a large network of roads. It consists of national highways, state highways, district roads and village roads. So, the road it will consist of national highways, state highways, district roads and village roads. Children, we know roads are the most convenient mode of transport to move people and goods. They can be built anywhere, even on high mountains. Road enable people and goods to be taken right up to their doorsteps. Goods can be taken right up to market or factory. So, the Indian government is taking steps to improve the highways in our country using modern methods of construction. Children, we know good roads are necessary for fast movement of goods and people. They are important for setting up any industry. Good roads are necessary for the development of a country. Next, national highways. Children, India has a large network of roads. The state capitals and important cities are connected to each other by national highways. So, other highways connect smaller cities, towns, and even villages. So, children, the state capitals and important cities are connected to each other by national highways. So, national highways is connected the state capitals and important cities, and they are maintained by an organization known as National Highways Authority of India. So, children, the national highways are maintained by an organization. The name is National Highways Authority of India. In short form, we can call NHAI. So, what is the full name of NHAI? National Highways Authority of India. National Highways Authority of India. And children, in addition, state highways run within the states and are maintained by the state government. So, children, roads connect the villages to cities and towns. Roads are maintained by the state government within the state and the central government as well. So, state highways run within the states and are maintained by the state government. Do you know, children, the national highways also called trunk roads. The national highways also called trunk roads. So, children, what is the another name of national highways? Yes, trunk roads. What is the another name of national highways? Trunk road. And it links the state capitals and other important places. It links the state capitals and other important places. Children, the highways also facilitates goods transport through trucks. So, the highways also giving the more than facilities like goods transport through trucks. A famous, very long and over 450-year-old national highway of India is the Grand Trunk. Which one is the very old and national highway of India? Yes, the Grand Trunk. The Grand Trunk is a very long and over 450-year-old national highway of India. So, which is the very old national highway of India? Yes, Grand Trunk. This is we can call in a short form GT. So, GT means is nothing but is a Grand Trunk. The GT road that once extended from Sonarkand, that means now in Bangladesh, to Kabul in Afghanistan. So, GT road is extends from Sonarkand to Kabul in Afghanistan. Now, in India, GT road extends from Kolkata to Amritsar. Kolkata to Amritsar. Yes, and children, the villages in India mostly have non-metalled roads while the town and cities have metal roads. Roads are the lifeline of a country. They not only carry people from one part to other, but also carry a variety of goods like grains, fruits, vegetable, oil and petroleum. So children, big trucks called trailers carry vehicles like cars and scooters. So what is the other name of the big truck? Yes, trailers. It will carry cars, scooters like. All these are delivered across the country from the hills to the plains, the desert to coastal areas. India is also connected with Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan and Myanmar by road. So children, India is also connected with Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan and Myanmar by road. Children, for land transport, slow moving bullock carts are traditionally used in village. So in a village, the person using a bullock carts. Auto rickshaws, that means the three-wheelers, bicycle and cycle rickshaw are also popular in villages, towns and even in metros, but is a popular means of transport in both villages and cities of India. It is a cheap and easily available mode of transport. Most states have their road transport corporation that run buses connecting cities and towns in other states. So children, the bus is also connecting cities and towns in other states. In India, small cars are very popular and children, can you classify the road? Yes, the road can also be classified as tarred and untarred. It means is nothing but tar means is nothing but is a tar road. In Tamil we can say in a normally tar, the person using a stable road. Yes, mostly states in cities the person using a tarred. Yes, so tarred on the basic of their surface. While tar roads are we can call a pakka roads, that means pakka roads and made to tar, gravel and cement. So the tar road is made of tar, gravel and cement. At the same time, untar road are called kacha roads, that are nothing but dirt tracks. That means the person using the mud, sand like. So untarred roads are kacha roads, that are nothing but dirt tracks. So in many villages the person using the kacha roads, that means untarred. So children, a kacha road is a dirt tracks made of mud. At the same time, pakka road is made of tar, gravel and cement. Yes, it always is the basic of the surface. The road is depend on the surface. Yes. So what is the type of the road? One is the tarred and another is the untarred. What is the another name of the tar road? Yes, Pakka road. The tar road is also known as the Pakka road. At the same time, what is the another name of Kacha road? Yes, untarred. So, untarred road is also known as Kacha road. So children, we know road are the most convenient mode of transportation. They can be built anywhere from mountain to hills to plains and to deserts. So road is one of the important one to travel from place to place. Okay children, let's talk about railways. The Indian Railways is the lifeline of our country. So which is the lifeline of our country? Yes, the Indian Railways. The Indian Railways is the lifeline of our country. Children, do you know trains are cheaper, more comfortable and faster than road transport? If you compare to the road transport, the trains are cheaper, more comfortable and faster than road transport. And children, it is an important mode of transport for goods and passenger. It connects people from the farthest corners of the country and helps in business in different ways. So children, it is an important mode of transport for goods and passengers. Children, the Indian Railways have helped in enhancing the development of industry and agriculture. Do you know the first railway line in India was built in 16th April 1853 between Mumbai and Thane. So children, the first railway line in India was built in 16th April 1853 between Mumbai and Thane. Since then, the railway network in India has expanded to become the fourth largest in the world and the largest in Asia. Children, which is the largest railway network in Asia? Which is the largest railway network in Asia? Yes, Indian Railway Network. And
which is the fourth largest railway network in the world? Which is the fourth largest railway network in the world? Yes, the Indian Railway Network. So, the Indian Railway Network expanded to become the fourth largest in the world and the largest in Asia. And as it connects most of India's cities and towns, the railway network is termed as the lifeline of the country. Children, Indian trains run at an average speed of 50 to 60 km per hour. So, what is the Indian train average speed? Yes, 50 to 60 km per hour. So, our Indian trains run at an average speed of 50 to 60 km per hour. However, super fast air conditioned trains such as Shatabdi and Rajdhani Express run quite fast at speed of 140 km per hour. So, the super fast trains run quite fast at speed of 140 km per hour. Children, Indian trains use both diesel and electric engines. The start of fast metro trains in Delhi and Kolkata has made travel easy in these big cities. So, children, metro trains run either on elevated tracks or under the ground. So, the metro trains run either on elevated tracks or under the ground. So, India also has the start of fast metro trains in Delhi and Kolkata has made travel easy in these big cities. So, metro trains run either on elevated tracks or under the ground. So, metro trains run either on elevated tracks or under the ground. So, India also has railway lines in hilly areas such as Shimla, Darjeeling and Ooty. Not only that, the local trains run in cities such as Mumbai and Chennai. For example, Mumbai, the local train is its lifeline. The local train is its lifeline. And children, we know trains not only carry passengers but they are also used for carrying heavy and bulky goods such as gold, oil, cement, stones, arms and troops. So, it also provides limited international services to Nepal, Bangladesh and Pakistan. So, and today the locomotives or engines are either electric or diesel. Steam locomotives are no longer used except in heritage trains. The metro cities are now being children in Rajasthan. They want to develop the tourism. So, the Indian Railway and the Rajasthan Tourism Development Corporation is make a palace on wheels. The palace on wheels, it is one of the luxury train. The luxury train launched by the Indian Railways and Rajasthan Tourism Development Corporation to promote tourism in Rajasthan. So, they want to promote the tourism in Rajasthan. So, the person developed the palace on wheels like one of the luxury train launched in Rajasthan. The train is voted to be the fourth most luxurious in the world. So, which is the fourth most luxurious in the world? Yes, the palace on wheels. The palace on wheels. The train is voted to be the fourth most luxurious in the world. Here, the palace on wheels starts from New Delhi on a week's journey, halting at Jaipur, Savai Madhopur, Chandigarh, Udaipur, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, Bharatpur
and Agra. So, offering all the luxuries of a 5-star hotel. Children, let's see airways. Airways are the quickest means of transport. At the same time, it is the fastest means of transport. We know all our major towns and cities of India are connected through airways, and India is also connected by many countries of the world by air transport. So children, we know aeroplanes are the fastest means of transport. At the same time, it is the most expensive. Yes, it is most expensive. And children, the journey by air from New Delhi to Chennai takes only 2.5 hours. So, Chennai to Delhi, the travel time it will take only 2.5 hours. Whereas it takes more than 36 hours by train. Compared to train, the aeroplanes is the fastest means of transport. If you are taking the same distance like New Delhi to Chennai, aeroplanes it will take only 2.5 hours. At the same time, the train it will take 36 hours by train. A large number of cities in India are connected by air. So, the means of air transport are aeroplane and helicopter. Let's see aeroplanes. Aeroplanes can fly over any territory, over high mountains or vast desert. They are used to transport main perishable foods items such as fresh fruits, flowers and vegetables and other goods quickly to far off places. So children, aeroplanes not only is taking to the passengers, at the same time it will travel the goods also like newspaper, perishable food items such as fresh fruit, vegetables or flowers. Children, the place from where aeroplanes take off or touch down at is called airport. So, the place from where aeroplanes take off or touch down at is called airport. In India, the major airports are Indira Gandhi International Airport at Delhi, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport at Kolkata, Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport at Mumbai and Chennai International Airport at Chennai. So, there are more than international airport are there. Children, do you know the world's largest aircraft is the Airbus A380? So, the world's largest aircraft is the Airbus A380. It is a double-deck aircraft and normally carries 525 passengers. So children, in Airbus, how many passengers can enter? Yes, 525 passengers. However, up to 853 passengers can travel on it. It is fitted with 4 powerful engines. So how many powerful engines in Airbus A380? Yes, 4 powerful engines. Children, we know air transport is very useful during time of natural calamities such as floods, earthquake and famine. Or when there is a war, a helicopter are very useful in this situation. They can land where aeroplanes cannot because of the size. So, they can land where aeroplanes cannot. They are used to transport food, medicines and other items in this situation. So, compared to aeroplanes, helicopter we can use in a different ways. So, children, airlines are the companies that provide air travel facilities. Here, domestic airlines provide air travel within a country, while international airlines take air passengers from one country to another. So, within a country we can travel, we have to use domestic airline. If we want to move country to another country, we are using international airline. Now, with private airlines starting operations, the passengers fares have come down substantially and more people have started traveling by air because of the time duration. We know very well air transport is the fastest means of transport. Yes, that's only nowadays the passengers using more than air transport. And Indian Airlines, Jet Airways, Kingfisher Airlines and SpiceJet are some important airlines operating within India. And children, you know, the Air India is India's national air carrier and operates between India and other countries. So, in India, the government airline is called Air India. What is the name of the government airline in India? Yes, Air India. So, Air India is the government airline in India. Let's talk about waterways. Children, we know India is surrounded by water on three sides. It has coastline of about 6,100 kilometers with 12 major ports and 187 minor ports. So, India has coastline of about 6,100 kilometers with 12 major ports and 187 minor ports. Children, what do you mean by the word port? A place where ship load or unload is called port. So children, here we have 12 major port and 187 minor port. Children, we know water transport is one of the cheapest means of transport. Which is the cheapest means of transport? Water transport. Which is the expensive means of transport? Airways. So, airways is the expensive means of transport. At the same time, water transport is one of the cheapest means of transport. It is most suitable for transporting heavy and bulky goods. So, children, which is the largest port in India? Which is the largest port in India? Yes, Mumbai. Mumbai is the largest port in India. And children, the large quantities of goods are exported to other countries with the help of ports. Large quantities of goods are exported to other countries from ports. Due to its long coastline, India has a network of inland waterways in the form of rivers, canals, backwaters and creeks. This network is used for water transport, that is a cheap and easy way for transporting bulk goods. So children, the means of water transport are ferries, boats, passengers ship and cargo ship. The main inland waterways are Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers and their tributaries, Godavari and Krishna rivers and their canals. So, the important port and harbors of India are at Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai, Kandla. Children, we know the petroleum oil carried by tankers. At the same time, the people carried by passenger ship. The transport goods is a cargo ship. Not only that, boats are also used by fishermen for fishing. So, boats are also used by fishermen for fishing. Okay children, let's discuss book exercise. Take your book, page number 115. A. Take the correct option. Question number 1. The fastest and the most expensive means of transport is dash. The fastest and the most expensive means of transport is dash. Option A, railways. Option B, airways. Option C, highways. Option A, railways. Option B, airways. Option C, highways. The answer is option B, airways. The answer is option B, airways. Children, the highways and railways, that means railways and roadways. Compared to the roadways, railway is a faster and cheaper the means of transport. So compared to the roadways and railways, airway is the most expensive means of transport. At the same time, it is very fast. So the fastest and the most expensive means of transport is option B, airways. 2. Dash connect the state capitals and important cities of state. Dash connect the state capitals and important cities of states. Option A, national highways. Option B, flyovers. Option C, bridges. Option A, national highways. Option B, flyovers. Option C, bridges. The answer is option A, national highways. The answer is option A, national highways. So children, the state capitals and the important cities of states will connect by national highways. So dash connect the state capitals and important cities of states. Yes, the answer is option A, national highways. Third one. The official airline of India is dash. The official airline of India is dash. Option A, SpiceJet. Option B, Air India. Option C, Indigo. Option A, SpiceJet. Option B, Air India. Option C, Indigo. The answer is option B, Air India. The answer is option B, Air India. Children, we know a number of private airlines now operate in India along with the official airline of our country, that is Air India. So, the official airline of India is option B, Air India. Question number 4. The suburban trains in Mumbai, which are a cheap and fast means of travelling, are popularly known as. The suburban trains in Mumbai, which are cheap and fast means of travelling, are popularly known as. Option A, metro rails. Option B, Shatabdi. Option C, local trains. Option A, metro rails. Option B, Shatabdi. Option C, local trains. So children, the answer is option C, local trains. The answer is option C, local trains. So the suburban train in Mumbai, which are a cheap and fast means of travelling, are popularly known as local train. Fifth one. They are also referred to as the lifeline of the nation. They are also referred to as the lifeline of the nation. Option A, airways. Option B, railways. Option C, roadways. Option A, airways. Option B, railways. Option C, roadways. The answer is option B, railways. The answer is option B, railways. Children, we know railway is an important mode of transport for goods and passengers. It connects people from the farthest corners of the country and helps in different ways. So, that's why our Indian railway is the lifeline of the nation. So, they are also referred to as the lifeline of the nation. The answer is option B, railways. B, fill in the blanks. Dash is the cheapest means of transport? Dash is the cheapest means of transport. The answer is water transport. The answer is water transport. Children, we know the railway also is cheap, but compared to water transport, railway transport, water transport is the cheapest means of transport. Question number 2. Dash is the largest port in India. Dash is the largest port in India. The answer is Mumbai. The answer is Mumbai. Third one. Dash and dash are super fast trains. Dash and dash are super fast trains. The answer is the Shatabdi and the Rajdhani Express or the super fast trains. The Shatabdi and the Rajdhani Express. So children, the Shatabdi and the Rajdhani Express are super fast trains. Fourth one. Dash are very useful during natural calamities. Dash are very useful during natural calamities. The answer is helicopter. The answer is helicopter. Children, we know what is meaning for the natural calamities. That means a natural disaster like tsunami, flood. On the time, the helicopter only is helpful for us. So, dash are very useful during natural calamities. The answer is helicopter. Fifth one. Pakka roads are made up of dash, dash and dash. Pakka roads are made up of dash, dash and dash. Children, we know we divide the roads in two types, that is a pakka and kacha roads. The pakka road is made up of tar, gravel and cement. So, the answer is tar, gravel and cement. So, pakka roads are made up of tar, gravel and cement. Okay children, I will repeat you again. A. Tick the correct option. Question number 1. The fastest and the most expensive means of transport is dash. Option A, railways. Option B, airways. Option C, highways. The answer is option B, airways. 2. Dash connect the state capitals and important cities of states. Option A, national highways. Option B, flyovers. Option C, bridges. The answer is option A, national highways. Third one. The official airline of India is dash. Option A, SpiceJet. Option B, Air India. Option C, Indigo. The answer is option B, Air India. Fourth one. The suburban trains in Mumbai, which are a cheap and fast means of travelling, are popularly known as. Option A, metro rails. Option B, Shatabdi. Option C, local trains. The answer is option B, Shatabdi. Fifth one. They are also referred to as the lifeline of the nation. Option A, airways. Option B, railways. Option C, roadways. The answer is option B, railways. B. Fill in the blanks. Question number 1. Dash is the cheapest means of transport. Dash is the cheapest means of transport. The answer is a water transport. 2. Dash is the largest port in India. Dash is the largest port in India. The answer is Mumbai. Third one. Dash and dash are super fast trains. Dash and dash are super fast trains. The answer is the Sadapti and the Rajthani Express. Fourth one, dash are very useful during natural calamities. The dash are very useful during natural calamities. The answer is helicopter. Fifth one, Pakka roads are made up of dash, dash and dash. Pakka roads are made up of dash, dash and dash. The answer is tar, gravel and